Chan's family lives near this stretch of train tracks, and when the Indiana Railroad Company came through and cleared vegetation along the tracks, they cut down a source of pride for the Chances and tore down their sense of security and privacy.
Pretty much hanging out to here was the old honeysuckle.
Kay Chance and her husband Philip just paid off their house last year.
Brought the hummingbirds in, and there was squirrels and all kinds of other songbirds.
They raised their kids here, built their lives, and cultivated a protective wall of vegetation in their backyard, growing vines and trimming the trees.
It was a nice place to come relax in the evenings.
The only problem is the land the vegetation and trees stood on is actually owned by the Indiana Railroad Company.
Maybe it's their property for sure, but they could let their neighbors know. They could be a better neighbor.
A spokesman for the railroad told me they cleared the vegetation over safety concerns and to prevent transient people from taking up residence in the dense tree line. The irony for the Chance family is that now they feel less safe. They're concerned that now that all the trees are gone, their property could be more vulnerable to thieves or people walking the tracks.
People do walk along the railroad track, and now they can look over here.
The Chances are upset because the railroad didn't tell them before they did the clearing. But a company spokesman said they didn't have to because it's their land and they've never had this type of problem before.
My husband asked him if they were going to clean any of this up, and he said no, there was no plans on clearing any of this away or doing any landscaping.
The railroad did confirm no more vegetation would be removed.
And there were squirrels. There's all kinds of squirrel nests in these tall trees. And birds.
And said it followed all regulations about what types of habitats could be disturbed.
I don't think there'll ever be a sense of privacy. It's going to take a long time for that stuff to grow.
Well, the spokesman for the Indiana Railroad Company that I talked to said that the company does want to be a good neighbor, and they are considering notifying people who live along the tracks before future clearing projects take place. Reporting in Bloomington, Graham Hunter, RTV6.